Hello, I'm Scott Bogey here with Austin Hall ahead of his fight against Murden Velasquez on August the 25th. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing not too bad. And how has preparing for this fight been?
Uh, Preparing for the fight's been pretty simple. Same old, bringing in as many guys as possible, getting in as hard work as I can.
And do you feel like that has helped you improve in your game?
I mean, yeah, we got a lot of talented dudes coming in. Lot of guys, some good jiu-jitsu, good wrestlers, good kickboxers, and getting as many reps in as possible with those guys always helps me out. Yeah, for sure.
And how would you describe your game for someone who hasn't watched it?
Well, I like to walk forward, put the pressure on my opponents, secure a takedown, stay on top, deal damage, search for a submission.
And you do favour that armbar a lot.
Yeah, we've hit it a few times.
And how was the last fight? I know it was your first fight outside of Michigan. Sorry, not Michigan, Virginia, and it was a
hmm
decision victory. How was it?
It was a submission
Like
victory.
third round
I
submission.
armbar third round. Yeah. It was nice. We got to travel, go to a nice casino, hang out. Spend some time with the team. We got into the fight, took the guy down, pieced him up, cut him up pro bad, and then was able to get to finish late.
And how was it not fighting in your home state? Was it any different or
Nah, it wasn't much different. Most of my fights, I feel like I'm not the favorite to win the fight. Kind of feel I'm fighting, wherever I go, I'm fighting their boy, and so it's always been kind of an enemy territory kind of thing.
and do you like having being that underdog character?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Going into somebody else's house and smashing their boy is the best feeling.
Exactly. And how is the feeling when you get that arm raised and you are the winner?
Oh, when you win, it's a feeling of relief. It's a lot of work. It's a long time. My camps last 8 to 12 weeks, so it's a lot of work. So everything kind of comes full circle when you get the hand raised.
And you are on a 7 fight win streak, including your amateur career. You have 5 wins there, 2 wins as your pro. When you were making that transition from amateur to pro, do you feel like you were resetting your career?
Nah, nah. When I made that transition from sure to pro, it's something that we 10 years old. So it was kind of an expected transition, and we were prepared for it.
And how was it? Obviously, as an amateur, you aren't able to throw knees, you aren't able to do elbows. How was it going from not able to do that to that? Were you practicing it beforehand, or was it just something brand new?
Actually, for amateur MMA, when you do a lot of grappling, knees and elbows are going to be involved. So being able to do this as an amateur definitely helped out a lot.
Exactly. And how does it feel being able to compete on a promotion like Anthony Pettis show? I know this is your second time fighting for him. How is it fighting on a stage like this?
Oh yeah, it's a blast. It's always fun. After my last fight, I get on Twitter. UFC Fight Pass has posted some clip of my fight. Anthony's posted some clips. It's pretty cool seeing guys you grew up watching supporting the fights. Sergio Pettis, one of my idols. He was at the last fight I did with Anthony Pettis, and just it's just great seeing all those guys when I'm in there doing my thing.
And do you feel like having that UFC Fight Pass exposure is getting your name out there a bit more, getting more eyes onto you?
Oh, for sure. The Fight Pass exposure helps out a lot. Not everybody is gonna be at every single show, but everybody can log on to their phone and watch a video. So it's pretty easy to, yeah, it definitely helps out.
Exactly. And like you were saying, Sergio Pettis was at the arena last time. Were you able to speak to him after the fight?
I did. I actually like jumped right out the cage after I won. As soon as I got out the cage, I ran over, and so what's up to him.
And was it just like a WhatsApp, or did he give you any like advice or that?
No, it was more of a what's up. I checking out like how big he is, stuff like that. Because we're around the same size
Yeah,
formerly. He's a pretty big dude nowadays. Um, but stuff like that. Talking to him, you know, fangirling pretty much. Ran over there and fangirled.
uh, well, I don't think you're the only one to fangirl over him. He's got quite a few followers. And throughout your whole career, you have been able to quite an impressive resume. You've won a few titles, and you're now in that pro scene 2-0. A win here would make you 3-0. What is next for you?
Next for me, this is how things, whatever comes my way. If we go out there, we get a win. Maybe we fight again this year. We move on to a bigger promotions like the UFC, or belt there, and get that under my belt before I move on.
And are you wanting to fight again before the end of the year?
I'm always wanting to fight. If I could fight, if I could fight on the 25th and then turn the very next weekend.
And are you one of those guys who are just always in the gym? You're always ready.
All the time. Yeah, I'm always ready to go for sure.
And do you feel like that has helped you in your whole career? Is that you're always ready to go, you're always ready, you're always improving?
Yeah, for sure. Spent most of my career, just taking as many fights as I can get. It's hard when, there's typically an experience gap, so it's hard to find fights a lot of the times. And I'm also a little guy, so there's not too many of us rolling around. But yeah, as long as I'm ready to fight.
And in your first two fights, they were at bantamweight as an amateur, and then you moved into the flyweight division. Is this 125? Is that your natural weight class?
Oh yeah, yeah. When I was like, I'm not a 135. I'm too small for all that. You know, my first fight, I think my first amateur fight, I think we were supposed to weigh in at 125. I came in at like 119. So 25 is definitely where we belong.
And you are fighting and training over at, I think it's like Odyssey MMA. How has that been?
Oh, well, Odyssey's great. I got the best coach in the world over there with John. He's helped me throughout so many phases of my career and my life. The team over there is phenomenal. Everybody supports each other. It's a small town thing, but we all get up and we when one of us goes, we all go.
And do you feel like that has helped you in your career, knowing that you are all kind of like a family and you're all there for each other?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I never don't have a training partner. If I need help with anything in camp, I've got it. Everyone's willing to go out of the way for each other, and that's a great thing.
And obviously, with Odyssey MMA, what have you improved on the most since being there?
Obviously, my jiu-jitsu. We've been doing that for forever. I started that when I was like 7. Been doing it every day since. So
And what do you feel like, obviously, with being at Odyssey MMA, do you feel like they'll be there always with you? Like they're always there for you, no matter wherever you go, they'll always be bringing their support.
well, yeah, yeah. I'll always have their support no matter where I go. How big we get or how far we travel. It's just if we end up fighting in Manchester, I'm not gonna have too many people from out in the sticks there to watch me. But they'll local bar, they'll watch it up on the TV. Everybody will be there to support. As soon as I step out the cage, I know the first thing I'm gonna get is a phone call from the people back home. So yeah.
Well, that sounds great. And obviously, do you feel like a contender series slot or an ultimate fighter slot? Do you think that's close to what near you? Maybe like one or two more wins?
Oh yeah, for sure. With the contender series, yeah. I'm not a big TV guy, so I don't necessarily know about the Ultimate Fighter. It's a lot of TV stuff, but contender series for sure. I'll show up there, kick somebody's ass, come home with a contract.
Well, that sounds great. I'll let you go back. It looks like it is a nice sunny day over where you are. So hopefully you'll be able to spend that outside. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and good luck for your fight. I'll let you have the final word. Anyone you're wanting to shout out.
Yeah, obviously, shout out Coach John over at Odyssey. The team, the guys helping me prepare. Diallo, Rob, anybody else who showed up. Been quite a few. But that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, that sounds great. Good luck for your fight, and I wish you the best of luck.